Hi everybody. Doing something a little bit different today. I thought I would just join you guys for some coffee and some crafts, and we'll just see what happens. I usually do flip throughs. I've done one tutorial, so this is kind of my first craft with me type of thing, but I kind of just wanted to make it really informal and hopefully fun, you know, something just to kind of have on while you're doing your thing. But couple things before we get to what I want to make today. I just had to share, I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and I had heard that they had a lot of their Tim Holtz stuff on clearance, but I hadn't been to check it out for a while, so I went over there. Guys, I got this cling foam stamps. So cute. Regular $11, $2.74. Picked up some little metal numbers, $1.24. These little hardware pulls, less than $1.50. This isn't a Tim Holtz advertisement by any means. I got other stuff too, don't worry. But I just couldn't believe some of these deals. Paper Studio right now, I guess today would be the last day for Hobby Lobby to have the sale on that, but they were 50% off regular price, but these were on clearance for much less. So I actually got, I didn't buy anything at their, I think everything I got was on clearance. $2.24 for these paper packs. And I really love the black and white. I think you could ink that up, put them on the back of, I haven't even opened these yet, put them on the back of tucks, or use them for tuck spots, pockets, tags, who knows what all will be made of those. And then these paper packs they had, they're $20 paper packs, $3.74. These are just, some of these have gold foil, which I'm not really that into, but look at these. And these are the double-sided cardstock, so they're really nice and thick. There's some really nice, oh look, journaling cards already done. I love the black background on there. Oh. So yeah, I'll get a lot of use out of that. And this one was $4.99. Really nice, thick. And these aren't double-sided, but oh, look at that. Those are just gorgeous papers. I think I can really do something with almost all of these in here. Definitely see some journals, travelers, notebook inserts, that kind of thing in my future. This one, I don't have it open on that side. Make these things so hard to get into. I swear I damaged the first sheet that I try to, when I try to cut these open. And some of these I'm not that crazy about, but I might find something to use for them. If not, $5 for a pack. You just can't beat that. I occasionally do card making too, so, you know, I might be able to use some of them for cards. Very nice. So, I won't run out of paper anytime soon. Not that I was at any point even close to that, but get these out of the way. And oh, and then this came in the mail today. I was so happy. Look. garment pins. 1,000 of them for like $8. I ordered them off of Amazon. There's gold, silver. Looks like there's a paper clip in there. Stray paper clip. Black, the bronze, and then the, I don't know what you'd call that, kind of the brushed nickel maybe. But 1,000 of them. So I don't think I'll be running out of those anytime soon. I'll post the link in the comments for this listing in case anybody's looking for those. That was my big find for the day. So, what I thought we would make today are these little embellishments. I've got a couple examples that I've made in the past. These little flower petals. They're silk flower petals. Show you what the package looks like. These are actually vintage craft supplies. But they are the petals and sometimes the leaves of these. I guess they came in packages and you could make your own silk flowers. They look like they're probably from the 70s or 80s. I don't know. This says it makes 9 flowers in this package, but I don't know if you can see how many petals. You can. There are a lot of petals in this package. And, you know, typically I will use 1 or 2 layers. Oops, got a frame there. 1 or 2 layers in each flower that I make. So, guys, this is how many I got because I bought these at the thrift store. And they came in a big bag. Can you see this? I have so many. So many. All different kinds. There's little daisies. There's little roses. And these look funny like this, but you can even use these. And you can make them look right. There's carnations, there's all different colors. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all of these, except for the fact that I do have packs of them listed in my Etsy shop if you're interested. My idea was to sell 5 random packages, so a listing would get you 5, or if you ordered 1, then that would get you 5 random packs. And so you'll see how many. Look, this makes 24 flowers. So, you know, I could imagine there's probably about 24. Oh no, wait, 48 pieces. So there's actually 48 pieces in here. 30 pieces in this one. But so my listing is for a set of 5. And as you can see, I have a lot. Now, some of these are colored. Let's see, and if you want to buy a set and you put in the comments what colors you would like, I will try to accommodate that. I can't promise anything, but there you go. I have a lot. We'll just leave it at that. So I'll just show some of these that I've done. So I already showed in this one. I put a little brad in the middle, and I made it into a hidden paper clip. Another hidden paper clip. This one I used grommet and embellished it with a button and some fabric. This one I put a button in the center. You could do so much with this. Backed it with some, it's actually a ribbon, but it's kind of like a netting burlap twine maybe type of ribbon. This one, now these were all ivory colored, I should mention, when they started out. So we'll get to that part in a minute. This one was also ivory colored. I don't know if that will pick up or not, but so I was starting a winter theme journal. I haven't got it put together, kind of got out of the mood for winter, but so I put a little bit of textured paint and then mica flakes on there, so made it kind of snowy. So, you know, tags, flip outs, pockets, hidden paper clips, whatever. I think you can, you know, it's pretty limitless what you can do with these things. So the ones that I'm going to use today are just a couple of these. This is the single layer, but we'll layer some of those together. Probably need some glue. I have some blank tags that we can work with. Might do something with that. I've got all kinds of embellishments over here. I don't know. I think I might do something with one of these stamps, maybe. We'll see. So I got all kinds of embellishments that we can work with, but these are ones that I have already, those are pretty big. I don't know if I'll use those on this project or not. Here's the rose petal one that I was talking about. So we might use that. And some inks. Now you can leave these the ivory colored if you want. But what I like to do is to color them with inks. Brushes here. Now I had just used like one of these sponge applicators before, I think, but since then I've gotten these makeup brushes. I still use the sponge applicators on edges and everything like that, but for a real soft look, I like these little makeup brushes, and especially if you're doing like inks with the stencil or something. These are perfect for applying a very soft, subtle look if you haven't tried those. So let's see, let's just play around here. What color I want to use? How about we try this barn door? And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my brush. I just want to make sure that it's not going to be too dark. And then I just lightly go over the petals. It's going to vary in color, which is perfectly fine because wet flower is the same shade in every single spot. It's going to kind of follow some of those creases in the petals. And you know, just kind of layer some color on there. I mean, you could probably try adding multiple colors. Let's just see what happens here. I've got a little bit darker red. Maybe we can add some depth to that with another shade. Yeah, I just want to add just a little dimension to it, and add as little or as much as you want. So then let's see. This tag, I think I want to do, let's try out one of these new stamps. What I had in mind was to put it up here. So it's kind of at the top of the tag. Guys, my cat is, I was afraid that was gonna happen. So, what's the Shabby Tabby Studio without the tabby making an appearance? He has a perch in the window, and the window is right up there. And it's kind of about 2 feet below, or 2 feet above where I'm sitting. And he watches the birds, and he's got a perch up there, and he watches the birds outside. Sometimes he likes to jump on the craft table. Oh gosh. Okay. So, oh, maybe that. I should get, 1 second. If I had to show you my craft room today, it would be embarrassing. Very embarrassing. So we had we had an acrylic block at work that had we accept Visa, MasterCard, and all of that. We weren't using it, so I repurposed it. I think these are supposed to stick to these things, but it's not wanting to stick very well. Okay, so that's going to be about right there. I think I want to stamp. I'll try this. I've never tried the foam stamps before, so we'll see how this works. First time. I mean, I assume that they work pretty much like a regular stamp. Move that out of the way. Okay. Looks good. I like it. So if we want to make it like an actual tag, we keep the hole for it. I think maybe we can put a little grommet in the center, and we'll have to make that bigger. Crocodile Big Bite. I love this thing. So if you don't have one of these, this has a 1/8 inch hole and a 3/16 inch hole punch, and then it has the grommet setter. So I'm gonna change it because these are the 3/16 size grommets, I guess. I'm just gonna make that hole a little bigger. I think these already have like a tiny slit in them. I think that this will go through this all right. Maybe there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll put that on there like that. Move this to the grommet. There. That's it. That's so cute. That would go perfect in a flower journal, woodland journal. You could go ahead and tie a ribbon up there at the top. Quick and easy tag. It's almost like its own little tab at the top. Super cute. Okay, next one. This, we're gonna work with 2 of them, and I will show you how to layer these things. Let's see. Glad you can't see my mess over on this side. It's the next thing I have to do today. I have to clean out this room. I'm not sure what color I want to make these. Maybe a purple. Need some more colored inks. Don't have a whole lot of colored inks. Let's just try, I don't know, vintage photo seems too boring for a flower. I don't know. Maybe we'll try some pink. Oh, that's so much for subtle. Oh, it's a lot brighter than what I thought. So you'll have to try to figure out how to tone it down a little bit. This little brush isn't really working very well on this one, so I'm just going to dab some color on there. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram, but I post pictures every once in a while. We got a puppy. He is 5 months old now. It has been, I haven't had much time to craft. It's been, oh gosh, 15 years since we've had a puppy in the house, and about 15 years since I've had a toddler in the house, and let me tell you, there's not really a whole lot of difference, except sometimes you can get a toddler to nap a lot easier than a puppy. So it has been a lot different around here. The cat, we had an older dog who passed away. He was almost 13. And we had him, since a puppy, and he passed away a couple years ago. So it had been had been a discussion, ongoing discussion, whether or not we were ready to bring another dog into the house. We've always had dogs. It was the longest time. That 2-year span since he's passed away is about the longest time that we have ever not had a dog in the house. And so we adopted this puppy. And he's a black lab mix. So we went from a cat with, you know, somewhat active, energetic personality, and an older dog who was very calm, very mellow, to a puppy who's now 5 months old. And so it's been a big change. Big change. I'm surprised I'm getting any quiet time right now. We'll see. I think he's forgotten that I'm down here. But we'll see how long that lasts. So, okay, so I did the pink. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's okay. But then I added some vintage photo to kind of grunge it up a little bit. So take down some of that brightness. And I think what I'm going to do is what time I'm at? 26 minutes. I don't know how long this thing will video for. This is the longest. This is a record for me. I've never videoed this long before. So we'll see what happens. We're almost done though. So I think I'm going to take one of these little fasteners. Let's decide which one I want on top. This one. And I'm just going to kind of offset them a little bit so that they're not, you know, exactly one on top of the other. They're a little bit alternating. And, you know, you can put a button in the middle, just glue these together. Actually, I think I'm going to put a little spot of glue. I got a new bottle of fabric tack. Nothing better for a crafter than a new bottle of fabric tack. I'm just going to put a tiny bit. I have a little tip, because my first bottle of fabric tack that I had forever, I peeled off the inside, and you guys may know this. I've seen it somewhere. Somebody recommended it. Maybe Nikki Adegun. I'm not getting her last name right. But she saw it somewhere. That's what I love about this community. We inspire everybody. It gets to be where we all kind of overlap, because everybody inspires someone, and it's just so great. So I think I saw it on her channel, but she said that she saw it someplace else. But you know, when you're using fabric tack, it will start coming up out of the cap and make a big mess. So instead of peeling off that foil, leave it in there. Actually, you know, it's usually stuck on there, but it's coming off here. Just poke a hole in there, like with a shish kebab skewer or something. Poke a hole in there and leave that, and it's magic. It doesn't come out the top anymore, and you don't get all that gunk on your fabric tack. So I just put a little spot of glue just to kind of help hold that in place. I might normally wait for that to dry, but I'm not going to right now. But you could put a button in there. You could, you know, do another grommet like we did in the other one. So many choices. I'm going to put this little fastener in the center, and that one's done. I don't know why that one petal doesn't want to stay down, but it's just kind of flopping around there. Yeah, I don't know. I might glue that on there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. Maybe I got these little kids. They might look cute with that flower up there. And we just, you know, have a journaling spot. That might be cute. I could put it on another tag and maybe do some collaging. So many different options. But I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that one yet. We'll have to see. That one may just kind of hang around until I find some inspiration for it, but I'm really liking something along those lines, I think. We'll just have to wait. It'll hit me. But this one, I'm really happy with how that one turned out. I really do like that one. So, that's about it. Thanks for joining me today. I will put links in the comments for the garment